thing about him, his captaincy, is that he's actually part of the team, but at the same time he keeps himself distant from it. He's able to make the right moves and have the authority, and that is a very, very big thing.
Over the years, the Pakistan players were, you know, very good individual cricketers, but I don't think they played as well as a team. They had some magnificent cricketers during my time, but they always seemed to sort of capitulate whenever there was some sort of pressure. But when Imran took over the team, you know, he got them to be, you know, a more professional unit.
I think one of the greatest qualities any captain must have is that he must lead by example. I mean, no captain should ever expect a team to do what he cannot do. I mean, I know captains who make speeches. I played in county cricket where a captain stands and gives a speech saying how all the chaps should fight and all this. But it doesn't work. The watershed of my batting career was in 1982 when I became the captain, because I realized in order to tell the other batsmen not to play careless shots, I first had to lead them by example.
It is. Imran Khan stood fast when the others were collapsing. Went through some very frustrating moments, but there's a half-century for him.
When we went to India in 1987, I think no one expected us to win because India had an outstanding batting lineup, and they had the spinners who had the reputation to bowl well on spinning wickets, and they produced spinning wickets against us. But we had a team which fought all the way. It was a young team, but they really did fight on spinning wickets with their batting lineup, which was much superior to ours. To have won the series, I think, gave me the greatest satisfaction. And really the welcome at Lahore bore testimony to it, that the people here also felt that, you know, we had done a great job. The team spirit from India carried on to England. When we got to England in '87, England were on a high. They had just won the Ashes. Gatting was the captain. They had an excellent team. For a long time, they hadn't had a team as strong. Their confidence was up. And really, in the first two tests, we struggled against them. But it was at the Leeds Test match that we really turned the tables. And really, for me, that again was a great match.
And it's gone. Trying to leave the ball, taken by Salim Malik at first slip. England in trouble again, 9-2.
David Gower dragging that back on. Short of a length, it's outside off stump.
Imran into Jack Richards.
Oh, that's out. That's a fine catch. Imran swinging the ball in, just make it bounce a little, going off the shoulder of the bat pretty quick, and he does it short leg there, and a very good catch.
Imran Khan takes his 300th Test wicket. Here's Imran to Dilly.
Well, that's it. Imran bowling Graham Dilly with a full length delivery there. And 7 wickets for Imran Khan.
And having won that Test match, we hung on, and really we became, by the end of the summer, a much better team than England.
The gentleman who has made an outstanding contribution with his batting performances, particularly a match-saving one at Edgbaston, high quality and consistent bowling performances, but particularly outstanding leadership, Imran Khan.
Strangely, when we got to England, I could not understand why the British media treated the Pakistani team the way it did. I mean, personally, they treated me very well. But for some reason, whatever the Pakistan team did was interpreted as cheating, or it was as if we were trying to get some unfair advantage. I mean, in one case, 2 of our players had to go off because they were injured. And the press next day, I mean, one of the tabloids published a headline that Pakistani cheats, meaning that we were trying to substitute 2 poor fielders with 2 good ones. I mean, this attitude kept going throughout the summer. They put an umpire in one of the Test matches who was clearly a controversial umpire. We had objected against him on the previous 2 tours, and yet he was thrust upon us for not 1 Test, but 2 Test matches. And really, it was, from that point of view, it was an ugly series, because the press was just waiting for us to make a mistake. They would jump on us. Our manager did not want to take it lying down, so he then attacked them openly. There was complete aggression from his side. And really, what happened in Pakistan in the subsequent series, where the Gatting run affair took place, that was a direct result of the attitude of the PCCB in England regarding this particular umpire.